When I came to Columbus, I thought I was on solid ground, and some things happened and fell through. And the first place I called was the 211 here in Columbus, and the very first thing the lady said is, "Oh, you have to call Mission Columbus." That's what I did. And it just, every day I learned something new, and they call and just, is everything okay? And it's just nice to hear people that are concerned and genuinely compassionate, and you know that it's a good organization because it's led by Jesus, and it's God. It's not your neighbor who might have a hidden agenda. It is a church family. That's the atmosphere that it has, and I'm just so grateful for everything they've done and what they continue to offer, and it's been a blessing. What you're expecting to see isn't what you don't normally see. They look at me and say, some people that I'm articulate and I don't look like I could be on the street tomorrow, and I have a resume that's 4 pages long, and I have children, and my kids are straight A students. They're not expecting a person like me to need assistance. And when I walked in the room, I thought, these are a room full of people like me, because we all were in need of something and had nowhere else to go. And when someone donates something, whether it's a pair of jeans that fit on my 7-year-old son, or a backpack that my 14-year-old daughter gets to take to school, and she doesn't have to kick it in her locker and be embarrassed by it, or a game that my 12-year-old and all my kids sat down and played, a hand mixer that me and my daughter sat in the kitchen and made a cake. All those things added up, and it felt like Christmas, only because of the kindness of everybody. That when you donate one little thing, you don't know who it's going to, and you don't know how that affects. When my 7-year-old puts on a pair of jeans that fit him, and they're not high waters, and they're the cool jeans. Mom, look at this. To send them to school like that, it's pride that keeps us from asking for help. It just means so much, especially to kids, because they don't want to be the one that's in need. They want to just fit in. And when I walked in that room, there was socks and underwear, and those are the things my boys are sharing, the socks. My boys are sharing their underwear. We're washing them out by hand. And when I came in here, and there's all this stuff donated, and every little piece that I got to bring home helped in so many other ways. And the other people that were in the office that day, from a little girl with a crayon book to the mom who found a shirt, to what my kids needed, to what sat in, the household stuff. It was amazing. And it's not Christmas. This is March, and I needed a heater, and there was a heater there. And my boys could sleep in a room by themselves with a heater. When you donate one thing, you have no idea how important something that you might not need, somebody else does need. And it's not being sold at a resale shop. I know I could go to the Goodwill or thrift shops. I know I could go to thrift shops, good organizations. But I don't have the money for that. I have to choose between paying my water bill, putting food on the table, or buying a pair of shoes. And sometimes I can't afford the $2 it costs at a thrift shop. I can't, because it still takes away from my family budget. And to know that this place is here, I got to pay my water bill. I got to pay my light bill. My lot rent is paid. And they're helping me find a safer place for my children. I feel like someone handed me a check from a sweepstakes. Those are things that are more important than a handout. It's a hand up, and that to me means more than anything, because I know that if they can do this for me and everybody else that was sitting in that room that day, when I have something and I rather than throw it away or donate it for it to be resold, I'm going to take it here, because sometimes we just don't have those couple of dollars to spend on it. We just don't.